Hey guys, welcome to JC Adventures. So what we have done is we have done a 2-week trip out. We were going to go out west. Most of you know this already, but I'm going to give you the gist of what happened. So we went out. Our intentions were going to go out west for 2 weeks. We got as far as Branson, Missouri, and had to turn around. We had transmission problems in our brand new, well, it's not new, it's new to us, our new transit van. And so we got back about halfway back, hit Nashville, and had to stop and put a new transmission in her. So that took about 3 days. We had a rescue from our son to come get us and take us home. And so we spent 3 days at home, and then we went back, picked up the van, and picked up our vacation. So we had at least a little over a week left of our vacation. So we did 3 days in one campground, we did 3 days in another campground, and then meandered our way back home. But in that time, and we did a small trip to Florida as well for a wedding that we went to. So that was a 2 or 3 day event as well. So between the 2 weeks and the few days, we've learned that our configuration for the van is not going to work for our full year trip. And in case you didn't know, we are going to go on a full year tour of the United States, the perimeter of the United States, starting in October. So we only have July, August, and September to get this done and completed. We have yet to get a fan in, but that is our next goal, is to, in this area, this is kind of a makeshift ceiling. We didn't want to attach the this insulation. We didn't want to glue it in, but we knew we wanted that insulation in that area. Otherwise it'd be way too hot. So we decided to put that board in, and this came with the van. This was a light fixture that was in here. I gutted it, put the frame back in, and then used that to hold the board up. So nothing is tacked down. All I have to do is just take these bolts out here and here and on the other side, and that'll come right off, installation and everything. And then we're going to install our Max Air fan. So we've got to install the Max Air fan. We have decided that the bed frame, let me get this, there we go. We have decided that this bed frame is not for us. Well, it is for us, I mean, as far as the frame goes, but the orientation is not for us. So instead of going from left over here to the right of the bed over here, we have decided that we're going to go from the back to the front. So we are going to bring, obviously that's going to limit this space up front here, but only out to about right here. We're still going to be able to have our bench seating here in the front part of the van. This is storage up underneath, right there. That's storage for shoes, for food, for different stuff, water, jugs, different things like that. And then we had storage underneath the bed, which I'm not sure if that's going to continue or not in the orientation that we're going to have. Plus, we're going to have to redo the decking. So this decking, this seating here, goes from here all the way to the back of the van. And we have quickly realized that it's expensive to put a hitch in for the bikes. This has got a bumper on the back of it that is for cargo. So this was an old DHL van, and they use this obviously as a cargo step to get up into the van. So what we would have to do is take this off, buy a whole new bumper, an original bumper, which costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and then go ahead and buy a trailer hitch as well to put on the back of it for our bikes. Then we got to thinking, we get into the back of this pretty often to get stuff out. So if we had bikes on the back and we just stopped at a pit stop or whatever like that, and we needed some supplies out of the back of this, we'd have to take the bikes off, we'd have to open the doors, get the stuff, close the doors, take the bikes off the rack, and then put them, you know, and then put the bikes back up and all that stuff. So it was a pain in the butt. So what we want to do now is, like I said, this platform here goes from the back here all the way to the front. That's where that bench seating was at. We're going to take half of this out. This half from here over, we're going to take that out, and we're going to have this whole space here, from here up over, for the bikes. So this is going to be a kind of a bike garage. We have e-bikes. They are foldable, but what we were thinking is that we will only want to fold up the handlebars down to slide up underneath here. So you'd have one bike and one bike, and then we'd have vertical storage for solar panels, chairs, anything else that. And then on this side, we'll have this deck and the bottom under here for storage. And of course, then the bed is going to be turned the opposite direction. So it's going to end up from here basically over and go that way. And it's going to be a little bit longer, but that'll afford us on this side to give a space for a shelf. So we can put chargers, we can put drinks, we can put any kind of stuff that we want on our side, a little lamp if we wanted to on the side over here. So it'll be like a sideboard for her. She always sleeps on the left-hand side of the bed. I always sleep on the right-hand side of the bed. So she'll have a little side table and stuff like that. Back up front here, so that side table is going to be right over here, and then she'll sleep there, I'll sleep here. It'll go in this direction from front to back. And so the bikes will probably go to the middle of where to this middle of this slat right here probably. So we're going to lose probably some storage space up here, but until I tear this apart, I'm not going to know what we're losing. Up on the walls here, obviously we're going to put in cabinetry. I'm going to do custom cabinets. I've never done it before, and so pray for me because I'll need it. But I'm going to put custom cabinets along here, hiding the wires and stuff like that, and they're going to go all the way to the front. So they're going to go from here all the way to the back of the van. And on this side, maybe I'll put a small shelf over here just for knickknacks, different things like that. Cell phone, charger, different things like that up above the bed for me. And then here, we're going to build our kitchen. So it's going to be a simple kitchen. It's not going to be anything fancy. I'm just going to put a cabinet in. I'm not sure. We've not discussed, well, we've discussed at length if we're going to have a sink or if we're going to have just a bucket to wash dishes and stuff in. So not sure what that's going to be, but it's going to take up from the edge of this all the way to the front seat, and that's going to have our kitchen area right there. We do have a curtain to segregate the front from back. Those things right there on the floor are the window covers. And so we do have a lot more to do, and of course we've got the ceiling to cover up the insulation up here. All this insulation to cover it up to make it look nicer. We're not really needing the walls covered. I mean, this black plastic isn't the most desirable look, but if we run out of money and if we run out of time, that's not going to be a huge deal. So anyway, that's the update. We've taken everything out except for a few boxes here, and we're going to take and I'm going to rip this all apart basically and reconstruct it the way we think it would be better for our 1-year trip. So We're looking forward to doing this. Obviously, we only have 3 months to do it in. The month of September, we're going on a cruise with with my son and his wife. And so 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks of September is going to be taken up with the cruise. We have a plan to, the week before the cruise, go up to Ohio and visit family and friends. So basically, that's it. We've got to tear the bed apart. We've got to get the floor plan redone a little bit. Not much, not completely deconstructed, but somewhat deconstructed. And then put above cabinets above my head back here, put the kitchen in, put this fan in, put a ceiling in. A lot of stuff still yet to do. I did not get, we wanted to kind of do that shakedown period where we got to know the van a little bit before we started really building out. And now that we've done the 2 weeks, well, week and a half, and another little trip to Florida, we feel like we know it better, and we feel like we know what we want now. So yeah, that's why we're switching the bed from side to side to lengthwise, because at first we didn't think, you know, we're gonna have enough space for our stuff, and you never think you have enough space for stuff, but we had plenty of space and space left over. So we decided we're gonna just switch the bed out, extend it a little bit, obviously, to make it a full-size queen bed instead of us being kind of bunched up from side to side, my legs drawn up in the middle of the night. And so we've decided that, and then we are going to put the cabinets, kitchen, walls, or not walls, but the ceiling, all that stuff in before October. Our son is taking over our current house, so he's going to move in and live in our home, and that way we have somebody taking care of the house for us, and it also helps him out too. So we're going to be cohabitating for about a month before we take off for a permanent, well, not permanent, but our year trip out to the perimeter of the United States. So we're going to start on the Blue Ridge Parkway, go to DC, go along the Virginia coast, hug the coast all the way down into the Keys, come back up, visit for Christmas. Family here back at home for Christmas. Probably park right here where I'm sitting for the holidays. And then we'll be headed back, we'll be going back along the coast and headed out west after the New Year's, and then up California coast along the top of the nation. Hopefully make it into New England in the fall, and back here by October or November. Now, we will not have any jobs, we will not have any income, we will not have any insurance to say anything. We won't have anything. And so we are gonna be basically living on a prayer. And we're hoping that this YouTube channel will take off, and we're hoping that maybe one day we'll get monetized and follow the other van lifers out there that we follow ourselves and that we love to watch ourselves and watch their journeys. So we're hoping that come October, when we pull out of this driveway, you guys are going to be along with us. You guys are going to follow along with us and follow our story. Each person, each couple has a different story, a different background, where they're from, you know, what they enjoy, what they, you know, have as life experiences. So I hope that you guys follow us and that you enjoy our content. This is all brand new to us. Sitting here looking at this camera lens and talking to people that I do not even know is brand new to me, and and it's brand new to my wife, Cindy. And so we're brand new 50-year-old babies at this, trying our hand at going out and exploring the world and documenting it for everybody to see. So I hope that you guys enjoy these videos and this content, and that you will continue to follow us. I know that the content has been sparse of late, but in between vacation and stuff that it's been kind of rough on me. My knee went out, and now I'm finally able to get up and moving and to where I can actually do stuff. I've been down for about a month with my knee issues. So anyways, that's going to be it for this time. I'm going to rip all this stuff out, and we'll show you what she looks like after I make some progress on the bed and the framing and the cabinetry and all that other good stuff that we got to put in. Okay, thank you for following, thank you for watching, thank you for commenting and all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.